Hello, Taurus, and welcome to your Eclipse Tarot reading. This reading may resonate for Taurus Sun, Moon, or Rising, and this is going to cover the time frame of November 30th through December 31st, 2020. And just a quick announcement before I get into the reading, I have created a second channel for all of my pick-a-card style tarot readings. So moving forward, all pick-a-cards that I do are going to be on that channel. So if you enjoy my pick-a-card readings, go ahead and check that channel out. I have left the link below. And on CEJ, I am going to solely be posting zodiac sign readings. All right, so let's get right into your reading, Taurus. We have two major eclipses happening as we end this year, this crazy year of 2020. We have the full moon in Gemini partial lunar eclipse on November 30th, and then we have the total solar eclipse with the new moon in Sagittarius on December 14th. Okay, and the Gemini Sagittarius axis are about, the lower and higher level learning, the lessons that we work through in the 3D teaching, which expands us into that 5D knowing and understanding. Okay, so that's where these eclipses are happening, which means that we have all been on a long journey in a cycle of learning. Okay, we're all coming to the end of that, and what we've been working on and what we've been learning is specific to our soul plan, our karma, our personal life paths. Okay, so with the Gemini full moon lunar eclipse, that's shadow energy that's going to be revealed to you, whether that is through truths finally coming to light, you facing the shadow within. Okay, it's going to play out differently for each of you, but this is the time where you finally overcome that energy, and then you move into that total solar eclipse under the Sagittarius new moon, and it's like opening up new energy, new experiences. You're evolving, your consciousness is expanding from all you've been through. All right, Taurus, so let's pull a card here and see which area of your life Spirit wants to highlight for these eclipses and these big changes. And one thing I want to mention is through these eclipses, because you're wrapping up a long cycle of learning, you're going to find that like certain beliefs you've had for a long time are now shifting. Certain things that you liked or were interested in are now shifting. Okay, a lot of internal changes happening for everybody. Oh, Taurus, wow. You guys have been working on some heavy stuff here with the 8th house. This transformational area of your life is about shared resources and intense emotions. So this is, the house of Scorpio. 8th house energy. It is the house where you transform, where you really shed and leave things behind and transform into new, or where you and another energy come together and you guys, grow and create something together. All right. So that's where you've been working. That's where these big changes are going to be happening for you. Okay. So I am going to pull some more cards because this feels like overall for Taurus, like major change in every area of your life, every area of your consciousness, every area of your heart, and like a sacrifice of things left behind, and now new energies joining you. That shared resources, like new energies are going to now be joining you. All right, so look at that back and forth. So we have intention and we have an event, a creative endeavor. Okay. So Taurus, many of you, the way that these life lessons have been playing out has made you kind of feel very in limbo. Like you get ahead, you create some success, and then it's like you have to take 2 steps back. Okay, with that creative endeavor, that could be like a personal artistic or talent pursuit. That could be just a change you're trying to make in your life. That could be trying to grow and expand your career. That could be, finding love. It's different for all of you. Okay, but it's like you feel like you make progress and then you have setback. You make progress, then you have setback. Or it's like you really go back and forth in your mind about different things that have played out in your life. So the way these life lessons have been impacting you the most is like second guessing, or you get success and then you have to take a step back and you're like, well, is this my path? So you have experienced like a lot of like success and happiness, but a lot of curveballs, a lot of bumps in the road. And it's like, can this just be smooth? Can I, just have an entire year where things go right, where things work out, where I don't have this thing going on that's great, but then all of a sudden I have this other thing happening that sucks? Okay, it's like back and forth energy. And the reason why there's been this theme going on in your life is because that's how you've been learning your life lessons, Taurus. So let's pull some tarot. Also, I'm feeling I'm not distracted anymore. Something really, that could be part of it, where you were feeling really pulled in two directions or multiple directions, and it's like I'm not distracted anymore, is a message that's coming in for you guys with these eclipses. Okay, yeah, look at that. 7 of Pentacles. It's like I make some progress, but then setback. Hanged Man. Restriction, blocking the road, the devil, obsessing about it, feeling like there's a lot against you, things are very hard, sadness. Yeah, and see, some of you, it's like you made progress, okay, and then something else happened and it like took away from the good and made you have to now focus here on this new loss, okay? Ace of Wands, nice. I am so happy to see that at the end of your reading here. Taurus, you have been working very hard, okay? And it's not to say you haven't had any successes, okay? Some of you, this is a very specific area of your life. Others of you, this maybe just be like everything you've been experiencing across the board, all right? And you've really been giving it your all, and it like doesn't make sense to you, like, I'm doing everything I can do. And you've even tried like different things, like maybe even you started meditating, writing affirmation lists, like doing things to try to really improve your situation and circumstance, okay? But despite like your efforts, it's like I'm blocked. And some of you, it made you like try harder, work harder, and it still had the same outcome, okay? And I do see where there is some success, but then it feels like it's yanked away from you. Or you really get focused on a path, and then something shows up and distracts you away from the progress you were making, okay? And you've got to understand that the way all of this played out was for purpose. And the 7 of Pentacles being the first card, and then we have the 8th house up here. Some of you, this could definitely be the last 7 to 8 years. You've been going through this weird energy of like back and forth, limbo, okay? Let's pull another card of the tarot and clarify and dig deeper. Okay, so you guys have the moon, and this card, you are the third reading. I've only done 6. You are the third reading this has shown up for in this first position here. And this to me is the representation of the Gemini full moon partial lunar eclipse. So that's going to be a very strong full moon and eclipse for you guys to get you out of like this limbo. You're going to see things differently. Next is Temperance under the Hanged Man. 3 of Pentacles under the Devil. The Empress under the 5 of Cups. And the Hierophant under the Ace of Wands there. Okay, so this eclipse, this lunar eclipse, is going to bring forth any sort of shadow energy, Taurus, that is holding you back, where you gotta switch your thinking. Okay, it's gonna really help you with that, and you finally like see the light, so to speak, with the Temperance here under the Hanged Man, where we've been blocked, where we didn't have clarity, why we didn't understand. It's like, boom, here it is, with this lunar eclipse, like that shadow energy that holds you back, the devil energy that holds you back, you know, from things really solidifying and progress being steady with no setback. Okay, you've been learning some lessons, and you know, a lot of times it's programs in our subconscious mind, and there could be some of that, but in this reading, the message I'm getting is a lot of the restriction and this limbo back and forth that you've been experiencing isn't because of some program in your subconscious mind. Okay, it's lessons that you've been learning, different life lessons that are expanding your consciousness, and now you're coming to the end of that. Okay, so the balance is going to come into play for you, and things are going to start making sense in a whole new way. This is where you are changing your mind about certain things. You're finding yourself now becoming interested in new things, and some old things, it's time for it to fall away. Okay, it's a whole big consciousness shift happening inside of you, and you know, these restrictions, again, it's not like it was bad karma or programming in the subconscious mind. It was there in place as you work through these different lessons, because now you've gained all the experience and knowledge you need for your endeavors to start pursuing and pushing forward. Okay, and here with the Empress coming through, you know, there's Venus on here. Venus is your ruler, Taurus. What had to be shed had to be shed. Okay, the 8th house is a house of sacrifice in a sense. Okay, those things had to go, but there is so much more to come here. And with the Empress, this is where you are feeling abundant, you are feeling happy, things finally blossoming and flowing for you. And you see that here with the Ace of Wands and the Hierophant. Okay, you're feeling very, very blessed, and you are just understanding your path from a higher spiritual perspective, because here with the Hanged Man, remember, you're blocked. You've got to see things differently, and the reason why is because you were growing, learning, and evolving, and now you're there, and this is the way you see yourself, your life path, your journey, and what's now opening up for you. Okay, so some of you may have experienced major loss. Okay, and you're coming into the return of that energy in a new form. And what really hurt you, made you sad, that deep loss you feel here with the 5 of Cups, that's going to be replaced with abundance of some kind, Taurus, with the Empress coming through. You know, I feel for you guys, I need to pull some more tarot. Oh yeah, look at that. So we've got the Hanged Man. Some of you have been really, really stuck. So let me pull 3 more cards from here and 3 more cards from the other deck. Two of Wands and 7 of Wands. Okay. Yeah, it's just like I can't get it together. No matter how hard I try, I can't make this fully happen, or I can't get steady progress about this. Oh yeah, look at that. But we're getting there, Taurus. You're getting there. This is going to change for you in the last 7 to 8 years, because we got a 7 here, a 7 here, a 7 here. Okay, so 3 of Pentacles. So the repeating themes in the additional cards that I've pulled is the Hanged Man and the 3 of Pentacles. Okay, that is, despite efforts, I can't seem to make this happen. Okay, you could have a little bit of success, but not the success that you were truly hoping for, or that you feel all your energy and effort should have yielded. Okay, it should have been more, in your opinion, or you were building, and then out of nowhere, rug pulled out from underneath you and everything crumbled. Okay, it's something along those lines. And I'm telling you, Taurus, this was a major life lesson for you. The way this energy has played out, it's expanded your consciousness, and through these eclipses you receive that expansion. You become so aware of it, and you see, oh my gosh, I should have done this differently, or I see where I was wasting too much energy and time, and I should have been doing this instead. Like, everything just starts clicking and becoming very crystal clear in your mind, and you know what you've got to do, and you know how you need to handle things differently. Okay, it's not to say you were doing anything bad or wrong, but oftentimes when true change comes, it's because there's a big fundamental change within us and the way we're thinking or the way we're going about doing things, and all of that's now happening because with the Hanged Man coming out twice, I know that's been a big theme in this learning journey over the last 7 to 8 years for you, where you kind of get what you want, but then there's restriction and you don't understand, and there's a lot of confusion, and maybe even at times feeling like the universe is against you, or screw the law of attraction, that's crap, it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Like, you wanting to be very positive, you wanting to push forward, but it's just like one thing after the next, and you are at this space where it's like, well, what more can I do? What more can I be? And it's the last thing that you are going to work on, which is your deeper thoughts about it, what's going on in that subconscious mind, okay? And through these eclipses, something is activating, something is changing for you in that subconscious mind, and in that space, Taurus, you discover the missing key, you discover the solution, you know how to bring the energies together for yourself, you know what path to choose, you know what to do to benefit yourself here, okay? And your energy opens wide. You go from the Hanged Man, restrictions, needing a shift in consciousness, to progress, success, energies coming together for you, however this is personally resonating for you, okay? This could be personal life, romantic life, job, trying to, you know, pursue your career, some creative talent or ability, all right? It's different for all of you, but where there's restriction, now there's flow, now there's movement, and I feel like every part of you is in harmony about this, because also the way that this energy has come out is things are tight, things are restricted, things are not moving forward, and boom, here's the Chariot. After a long journey, now the answers come in, now the solutions come in, and things and energy finally start coming together, and there's no more crazy like blockage showing up for you, because you're completing this cycle of all the lessons that were attached to this last 7 or 8 years of your life, okay? And I love that the Chariot came out when we already picked up on that 7 to 8 year journey, because here it is. All right, you're shifting out of that. You've learned a lot. You're growing. Major arcana. It's falling out of these lower energies, okay, and moving on. Like, you know, I think if you were playing a game, you're moving from one level to the next level, okay? So Taurus, this is going to be a beautiful time of shifting for you. You're going to be a lot happier than you have been, all right? Because here's the Hanged Man with the 2 of Wands and the 7 of Wands. It's getting very defensive in your energy, being very frustrated. Why isn't this happening? What's going on here? And all of that's now going to change, Taurus, because here it is. The way, I mean, these cards were to clarify each other. The 4 of Pentacles and the Hanged Man, that's energy that is so closed, so blocked, your feet are literally cemented to the ground, all right? And you may wonder, you know, I'm just the same person, nothing's going to change drastically overnight here in my thinking, so why must I, you know, go through this? And Taurus, it's going to happen. Like, your mind is really going to shift over the next 30 days. And you're going to see why certain things couldn't happen, and you're going to tell yourself, man, I truly wasn't ready for that. I'm glad it didn't happen yet. I'm glad I had to wait. I know so much more now, okay? It's like you're gonna feel the beauty of divine timing in a way you never have before, okay? Because here it is, finally you could take the next step and you're going to have success, you're going to have progression, you're going to have movement forward rather than moving and then taking 2 steps back. Okay, so that's beautiful. And here, the way that things begin to grow for you is very protected. All right, you don't have to worry. You have like this leg up. You have some talent. You have some ability. Taurus, let nobody intimidate you. Tell yourself, I am the best at what I do, and believe it into your soul, because this right here is telling me that you are. Okay, you're one step above the rest. Believe it in your soul. All right, let's pull some more cards. I would say overall, major breakthrough in some area of your life where you have been so restricted, so held back. The breakthrough you've been dreaming of, okay? And you feel so blessed. You feel happy, and it's just like everything is making sense. The restriction, the waiting, it's making sense to you in a way like it never has before. All right, so we have the sacred orchid, co-create. My abundance mindset attracts endless blessings. So this is where you've been at. Like, you've really been working hard to believe that, Taurus, okay? And you may have wavered, gone back and forth a bit just because of life circumstances. But now you're going to see the magic of yourself, Taurus. You're going to feel it. Things are going to start manifesting for you. All right, you got the sun goddess too. A lift off. I open my senses to feel delicious pleasure and passion. Yeah, Taurus, you're coming into a time of success, a time of fruition, okay? And the way that plays out is different for all of you. It truly is. Where have you been restricted? Where have you not been able to win, no matter how hard you try, no matter which strategy you take, okay? What area of your life does that fit? Because 8th house is major transformation, and now you're about to have major transformation coming out of Hanged Man into flow, into manifestation, into stability, into solidity, okay? And what has been lost, what has been sacrificed, now it's like that no longer hurts. We're no longer looking back at what could have been, because we're now experiencing what could be, okay? You're seeing things so differently. Remember, Hanged Man ×2, you were very blocked in your perspective, and the reason for that is so you could gain every bit there was to gain on this journey through all these lessons you've been working on. You're coming to the end of that, and now it's time for you to see the light and move into the new energy. Have this major breakthrough. Oh my gosh, Taurus, it's gonna be good. All right, let's pull you an angel message. Okay, you get 2 angel messages. Acceptance. There is nothing about you that you need to fix. Reclaim the disowned parts of yourself that yearn for love and acceptance. You are beautiful just as you are, regardless of any faults you may perceive you have. You are an internally radiant being of light. Accept all that you are and just be you. When you truly accept yourself, your whole world will magically and lovingly transform. And so some of these lessons you've been working on is about self-acceptance and love. Beautiful message. And now we have compassion. Dearest one, be compassionate towards yourself. Surrender the self-criticism and fear that has you believing you need to improve in order to be worthy. So this message says you're good as you are, and this message says you don't need to change to be worthy. You've been working on lessons, and now you're about to have a major shift in consciousness. Taurus, you are perfect just as you are. The only thing that needs to change is your perception. Oh my gosh, look at that. You will come to realize the jewel you are when you love and honor yourself as you are. So a lot of all of this and the blockage here is for you to come into a deeper appreciation of self, a deeper sense of knowing your worth and your value, Taurus. Oh my gosh, what a beautiful reading, and it's about to happen. Major breakthrough for you, Taurus. Those are your messages. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care.